draw event for the beach handball tournaments of the World Games 2022. As you know, the competition will take place in Birmingham, the United States of America, in Alabama, from 11 to 15 July. We'll do the draw for both events, first for the men's tournament, then for the women's tournament. And as you know, the teams have been distributed into 4 pots. We will start the draw by drawing the first pot, then we will draw the teams from pot number 3, then we will draw the teams from pot number 4, and at this time we will give time to the representative of US Team Handball to choose the group they want to play in, and thus the other team from pot 2 will automatically be assigned to the other group. We can start with the draw procedure immediately. As you can see, we have the pots: Brazil and Denmark in pot 1, Qatar and the United States of America in pot 2, Argentina and New Zealand in pot 3, and Croatia and Puerto Rico in pot 1. So we can slowly start the draw. So the first team to be drawn, Denmark, European champion. So Denmark goes to Group A. Then we have the second team, Brazil, winner of the World Games in 2017, world champion from 2018. And Brazil, of course, goes in Group B. Now we will prepare for the draw. As we said, the procedure, we will first draw the teams of pot 3. Argentina and New Zealand are the teams in the third pot. So the first team is New Zealand, first time Oceania champion in the men's competition. And New Zealand will go to Group A. We can continue immediately with the other team from pot 3, which is Argentina, South American vice champion. And Argentina, of course, goes to Group B. Now we will draw the teams from the fourth pot. Jessica, thank you. In the fourth pot, we have the teams of Croatia, which is the silver medalist from the previous World Games in 2017 in Wrocław and Poland, and silver medalist from the World Championship in Kazan in Russia, and Puerto Rico, which is a debutant in men's competition on one IHF event. They are here for the first time. So the first team is Croatia. Croatia is allocated in Group A, together with Denmark and New Zealand. Then we have, of course, our debutants, Puerto Rico, North American vice champions, but because the competition takes place in the United States of America, they will participate. Of course, they go to Group B. So now we make a small summary before we continue. I give time to the colleagues from the United States Team Handball to choose their group. In Group A, we have Denmark, New Zealand, and Croatia. And in Group B, we have Brazil, Argentina, and Puerto Rico. So I would ask the colleagues, if the American representatives are here, which group they would like to choose. Michael? I cannot hear you. If you can unmute yourself, maybe. Yes, can you? All right. Could you say it once again, please, Michael?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
Okay, good. You had me nervous there for a second. Good morning. We are gonna select Group B with Brazil, Argentina, and Puerto Rico.
So with Brazil, Argentina, and Puerto Rico. So this means the United States. The United States will go in Group B, and of course, the second remaining team in Pot 2 is Qatar, bronze medalist from the last competition in Wrocław, Poland. They will go to Group A automatically. So that concludes the draw for the men's tournament. We will make a small summary. We have in Group A, Denmark, Qatar, New Zealand, and in Croatia. Rather strong group. And in Group B, also just as strong with Brazil, United States, Argentina, and Puerto Rico. So this concludes the draw event for the men's tournament. As you know, you see it's a rather small tournament, only 8 teams participating. The reason for this is not a competition of the International Handball Federation, but a competition of the IWGA. So now we can proceed with the draw for the women's event, which will be executed in absolutely the same principle. We start with pot number 1, then we draw pot number 3, then we proceed to pot number 4, before the representatives of US Team Handball choose the group they want to compete in. In pot number 1, we have Norway and Argentina, Germany and the United States of America in pot number 2, Australia and Vietnam are in pot number 3, and Denmark and Mexico are in pot number 4. So, we have Norway, vice champion of the world. Norway will compete in Group B. The next team is Argentina, South American champion, silver medalist from the last World Games in Wrocław. Argentina will compete in Group A. The next pot that we are going to draw is pot number 3, and in pot number 3 we have the teams of Australia and Vietnam, Asian and Oceanian champion respectively. So the first team to be drawn is on Australia, who qualified through the Oceania Championship, which took place in April this year. And Australia will compete in Group A. Then we have the national team of Vietnam, which qualified as champions in Thailand on the Asian Championship, and Vietnam will compete in Group B, of course. So just a short summary, we have for the moment Argentina and Australia in Group A, and Norway and Vietnam in Group B. And we now, according to the procedure, we will proceed by drawing the teams from pot number 4. We have 2 teams in pot number 4. Denmark, which is a reallocated spot by the non-participation of the champions of Africa, and Mexico, who are second in South America. The first team is Denmark. Denmark will compete in Group A, together with Argentina and Australia. And of course, the remaining team, Mexico, as I said, vice champions of North America on the competition in Acapulco this year. Mexico will compete in Group B together with Norway and Vietnam. So this is the moment when we will give some time to the coach of the United States team to choose the group they want to compete in. Just a short summary. We have Argentina, Australia, and Denmark in Group A, and Norway, Vietnam, and Mexico in Group B. I should have Lisa on the line. Lisa, can you hear me?
Yes, hello.
Hi. Were you able to decide?
Yes, we will choose Group A.
Group A. So this means that the United States of America will compete in Group A together with Argentina, Australia, and Denmark, just for the sake of procedure, USA. And this means that the remaining team in the competition, Germany, the European champion, is automatically allocated in Group B, together with the national teams of Norway, Vietnam, and Mexico. This concludes the draw for the women's event of the beach handball competition on the World Games 2021. Just a short summary. We have Argentina, United States, Australia, and Denmark in Group A. And we have Norway, Germany, Vietnam, and Mexico in Group B. We wish best of luck to all the participating teams. The competition will take place, as we said, from 11 to 15 July in Birmingham on an amazing venue which is called Sloss Furnaces and is historic landmark in the United States of America. Thank you very much for your attention and best of luck to all the teams.